What if I told you that some of the wealthiest people in agriculture don't own thousands of acres of land? They don't wake up at 5 a.m. to feed livestock. They don't spend all day planting crops. And they rarely appear on social media showing off their businesses. Yet every single season, they quietly make millions. While most people are chasing the obvious farming businesses, these people have positioned themselves where the money flows before the farmer even plants a seed, and long after the harvest is over. Today I'm going to show you the hidden agricultural businesses that quietly create millionaires. Some of these businesses require far less land, lower risk, and can even become more profitable than farming itself. Make sure you stay until the end because the last business is one that many wealthy investors use, yet very few beginners ever think about. Let's begin. 1. Farm input distribution. Most people dream of becoming farmers. But have you noticed that every farmer needs seeds, fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, irrigation equipment, and farming tools? Whether the farmer makes a profit or not, someone has already sold these products. That's why farm input dealers quietly build enormous businesses. As agriculture expands, the demand for quality farm inputs keeps increasing. You don't need hundreds of acres. You simply become the supplier that farmers depend on every planting season. The larger your network becomes, the more repeat customers you gain. Many successful distributors eventually expand into wholesale supply, serving entire regions. 2. Agricultural warehousing. Here's something most beginners ignore. Harvest season usually means prices are low. Why? Because everyone is selling at the same time. But someone owns the warehouses where crops are safely stored. These warehouse owners earn money by charging storage fees. Some also buy crops during harvest, store them for several months, and sell when prices increase. They don't grow the crops. They simply control where the crops wait. Storage may not sound exciting, but in agriculture, controlling storage often means controlling profits. 3. Food processing raw. Agricultural products usually generate the smallest profits. Processing creates value. Cassava becomes gari. Tomatoes become paste. Palm fruit becomes palm oil. Cocoa becomes chocolate products. Maize becomes packaged flour. Instead of selling raw produce, processors sell finished products that customers are willing to pay much more for. This is why many agricultural millionaires focus less on farming and more on transforming farm products into something consumers actually buy every day. 4. Agricultural logistics. Growing food is only half the journey. Moving it is another business entirely. Farmers constantly need reliable transportation. Restaurants need fresh produce. Markets need daily deliveries. Food processors need raw materials delivered on time. A business that owns trucks, refrigerated vans, or even coordinates transportation between farmers and buyers can become extremely valuable. Without logistics, agriculture simply stops moving. 5. Oil palm processing. Many people think the money is only in owning an oil palm plantation. Not exactly. Some entrepreneurs make excellent profits by processing palm fruits for farmers. Farmers bring their harvested fruits. The processor extracts the palm oil and charges processing fees or shares part of the output. As more oil palm plantations mature across Africa, demand for quality processing continues to grow. Instead of waiting years for trees to mature, processors earn income from trees that other people already own. 6. Animal feed production. Livestock farmers constantly need feed. Chickens eat every day, fish eat every day, pigs eat every day. The demand never stops. Feed manufacturers supply one of the biggest recurring expenses in livestock farming. A farmer may reduce expansion during difficult times, but animals still have to eat. That creates a business with consistent demand year after year. 7. Agricultural export business. Many local crops command much higher prices in international markets. Products like sesame seeds, ginger, cocoa, cashew nuts, hibiscus flowers, and shea products are exported worldwide. Exporters don't necessarily produce these crops themselves. Instead, they build relationships with farmers, aggregate products, meet quality standards, and connect with international buyers. The value comes from building supply chains, not necessarily owning farmland. 8. Farmland investment, the hidden wealth builder. Here's the business many wealthy people rarely discuss. They quietly buy farmland. Then, they wait. As cities expand and agricultural demand increases, productive farmland often becomes more valuable over time. Some lease the land to experienced farmers, others develop plantations. Some simply hold strategic land for long-term appreciation. The land works as an appreciating asset while also creating opportunities to earn rental or farming income. This is why many successful investors see farmland as a long-term wealth-building tool rather than just a place to grow crops. Sometimes the biggest profits don't come from farming. They come from owning the foundation that agriculture depends on. Conclusion. The biggest lesson is this. In agriculture, the highest profits don't always belong to the people doing the hardest physical work. Sometimes they belong to the people who supply the farmers, store the harvest, process the products, transport the goods, or simply own the assets that everyone else needs. Instead of asking, "What should I farm?" try asking, "Where does money flow before and after farming?" That single question could completely change how you see agricultural opportunities. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because every week we share practical ideas on agriculture, investing, and building long-term wealth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.